In May 2020, the UK was completely shut down thanks to COVID, and I was graduating from university, ready to enter the bustling job market, and so to try and improve my portfolio, I started this YouTube channel, with my first analysis video about a challenger bard player. My YouTube strategy began making a video every day about anything I could think of, making content to try and work for an esports organisation like G2. I made them a whole custom presentation video, and never even got a response. So I kept working on YouTube, starting to target keywords. I used a plugin to check how popular a certain term was, like Manamoon Lucian, and see how much competition there was. If there was a high amount of searches and a low amount of competition, that meant it was a good topic. So I would then make a video about it, and I slowly started building up subscribers. Then on August 23rd, 2020, I decided to try out a new idea. I opened the League of Legends Challenger ladder, and spent over an hour looking through accounts to try and find a unique one. One stood out to me, a player who reached Challenger with Graves mid, who never bought boots. So I added him and interviewed him about how he hit Challenger. This turned into one video, then another and another. I loved learning from super high rank players and transferring their information into an interesting video that viewers could learn from. Even though this idea was great, early YouTube growth is not about good ideas. It's still about search engine optimization and using searchable keywords. So I kept up with that. By December 2020, I'd made lots of off-meta videos, one per week. But on the first day of January 2021, everything changed. It all started with one video about a challenger fiddlesticks with a very unique room page. It got picked up by the YouTube algorithm. I designed a very simple thumbnail with his face on it and a canvas background to reflect his texture, really making it stand out against all the clickbait. From there I was reinvigorated, talking to new players constantly, finding their stories and strategies. The weirder the better. We had an assassin Ivern mid lane, a Shaco support, even a Yi mid. The algorithm loved it, and it was a perfect series to continue. Every week since then I have tried to make the next video funnier, more educational, and also as fast paced as possible to make sure that not a second of any viewer's time is wasted. I want to reward people as much as I can with high quality tips, to thank them for clicking on the video. In the early hours of August 5th, almost one full year after starting this channel, we hit 100,000 subscribers. The most common question I get is how do I make these videos? And it is not easy. I start by searching for players, simply just using the Challenger ladder. Right now on EUS there are about 3,000 players above Master Tier, so I will look through every single account every few weeks to try and find the ones playing off meta. I also do this for North America and Korea and sometimes EU Northeast, so you can imagine how many hours this takes. People also send me interesting accounts on our Discord, which I really appreciate. So from there, I add the player on League. You can even talk to players on other servers, so I can talk to Korean players for example. For some players this doesn't work. They don't accept because they think I'm going to flame them or something, so I have to do some detective work. The hardest search so far was for the RE support. They didn't accept my friend request, so I tried to find any social media accounts with a similar name, ending up on a random Twitch channel that had never streamed, but did have a donation link. I donated to it, hoping there was just a tiny chance they would see it and respond, and incredibly they did, leading to an amazing video. After interviewing each player, I watch about 25 of their games, recording clips of the strategies and analysing for important things that they do, trying to line up their gameplay with their tips from the interview. This takes ages, and the replays get deleted every 2 weeks by Riot, so it's very stressful as I have to work on 3 or 4 videos at once to make sure we don't run out of clips. From there, script writing, editing, and After Effects take another couple of full days. I upload every Friday, and I often finish the video at around 3 AM that morning, because it just takes so long to make. Last week's video I even had no internet to make, so I was up until 7 AM using 4G to find clips, get music, and then upload it. But luckily it all worked out. My goal has always been to create the highest effort, highest quality video I possibly can, to make sure viewers feel rewarded when they click it. I saw a lot of League YouTubers just doing daily gameplay videos from their Twitch streams, and I thought it was such a waste of time for people to watch. If you are giving me 10 minutes of your week, I want to spend as many hours as I can to make sure the video is interesting. So right from the research stage of my work, and making sure everything is as perfect as I can, even if that means extra work. Even making the sponsors, I spend as long as I can to make sure they're funny and interesting for people to watch. I asked YouTube commenters for some other questions to answer. The name HappyChimeNoises comes from my time in Season 5 as a bard main. It's a very wholesome bard meme that's meant to show how pleased he is when something goes well in a game. My main role has always actually been jungle. It helped me hit diamond for the first time in Season 7. Other than bard, my favourite champion to play is Lee Sin, and I think any champion worth learning should have a high skill cap and be highly rewarding when you play it right. It's not like a champion like Viego Viego where he's incredibly easy and really rewarding, or like the new version of Lee Sin where he's just very overpowered thanks to Gore Drinker. Using only the off-meta picks from this channel, I have climbed to Diamond 1. The most successful have been Support Nico, Support Heimerdinger, Nunu mid, and Kennen mid. I played all of these immediately on stream after uploading the video, with no experience on the champion. And for every one, I went on a huge win streak of up to 8 games in a single day, continuing it over the next few days with a 60 or a 70% win rate in High Diamond. It really shows how good watching replays of good players can be for your skill level. With YouTube, I was very lucky. I had the time to try it out. I had the league skill to analyse these players, and the video editing and interview skills from 4 years at university. If you have not done any project or followed your passion at all during COVID, then that's completely fine. COVID is not over, there's still time to do it. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but it's worth it. For some people, even just staying alive every day is the hardest thing for them to do, and if that's you, then doing that is more than enough. Please keep going. Finally, I wanted to say a thank you to everyone. I've always had the best League of Legends comment section, and recently had so many kind comments congratulating us on this milestone. It feels like we have a special community of people who know what the high effort content looks like, and are ready to support it every week. I promise I will not stop making the best videos I possibly can, and really hope to give you something even better than the previous week, every time, even if it takes the whole week to make. If you want to support me, just keep watching. I don't need a Patreon or donations or anything, thanks to all the sponsors that we're able to get. If you wouldn't mind following me on Twitter, that would be great. It's getting pretty embarrassing having so few followers compared to the amount of subscribers we have. Otherwise, a like on the next video is more than enough. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you every Friday for a new pick that I really hope you test out and ruin solo queue. That's been my plan all along.